Where is that kid? Link? Link? Link?
Hey, up here.
What in the world are you doing?
I know, right?
We got a new shop toy. Check it out. Me and Link are super excited. Hey, buddy?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, so we got ourselves a 4-post hoist. This is going to make life so much easier for anything we need to do on vehicles in the shop. So let's talk about it. It's a Ben Pack 4-post hoist. It's used. It's somewhere between 15 and 20 years old, and it came out of a high school. It's in really good condition. It's in really good shape. It is an older model. They don't typically make these style with the hydraulic ram up here and the chains, but honestly, for us, it's perfect. This is going to be great. It's rated for 12,000 pounds, and we have two 6,000-pound bridge jacks. Part of the reason we went this big, though, is because this is about the weight rating you need to get the length that you need for our long box crew cab 1-ton truck. Yeah, so we would have made a video sooner, but we've spent the last few days just tinkering away and kind of making it our own. Hey, Link?
Yeah, we have.
Because we want to make this, it's up to our specs, up to our standards, because we're pretty picky and we like things done good and right, perfect. So, just little things like cleaning up all of the little posts for the bridge jacks and cleaning this whole thing up, wiping it all down, getting rid of all the old stickers, putting washers on behind the cotter pins and spacers for the airlocks, building some airlock mounts and stuff like that. And, just kind of making it our own, and making sure that everything is in tip-top, perfect condition. We did not do the install. We paid for somebody to do the install. So I bought the hoist used and paid for those guys to come and do the install. This is something that I probably could have done, but honestly, because they're the experts, they did it all in one day and it was perfect. So anyway, yeah, Ben Pack 12,000-pound 4-post hoist. This is going to be so good. Hey, buddy?
I believe so, yep.
All right. Okay. So a couple of little things we did was we put a 90-degree fitting on here so that when you're up in the air to hook your air hose, you just hook it up like that. Nice and easy. We had to replace the hose here. And all these posts, Link ran all these on the wire wheel on the bench grinder. So they all just kind of slip together nicely. They were kind of crusty and corroded. Now they're all perfect. So there's things like that we did. And then over here, if you look at the airlocks, we put washers on both sides of the, and then we have a big nut for a spacer on this one so that these are kind of not going to move. And then up here, so I built these two pieces of aluminum angle iron. So this one's for your airlocks. So when you're operating the hoist, you could just, it's kind of out of the way. You're not going to break that little plastic switch off. And then my neighbor had a good idea of why don't we put an air chuck in here to connect to the rolling bridge jack. So that's what we did, so that we can just connect air and then run this to the rolling bridge jack. So if we have to, we can still walk around and not got hung up from over here and trying to cross to the air hose in the way. So that was a good idea. So we got that done. And then if you come around the backside here, Link, I'll show the folks. So the hydraulic hoses, they were kind of hanging out here. So we just put in a little P-clamp and zip tie them out of the way. Here's our kind of distribution block for the air with a valve coming in. So this goes to the locks and then over to our air chuck, so we can shut the air off if there's ever a problem with like one of the airlines on the hoist or something, and we don't drain down the whole shop. And then we just ran the conduit up and over and into this outlet, and from this outlet all the way back to the breaker panel, we pulled the new wires and put in the new breaker. So we just kind of teed in the airline over here and then just zip tied it around. So yeah, pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Those are just some of the little things we've been working on, getting it all cleaned up and ready. We Link scrubbed the whole thing down with spray 9 and a rag, so it looks a lot better. It's not so dirty. But yeah, so that's our 4-post hoist and some of the small things that we did.
All right, so to go along with our new hoist, we got some magnetic accessories like this tool holder, which can go right there. It's pretty strong, but it can hang stuff from it, like a hammer. See? But that's a pretty small hammer, though. I think we could do better. What about this hammer? I think this. You think so?
You think it'll hold it?
I think so.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Whoa.
Yeah, looks like it.
That's a pretty strong magnet.
Yeah, it ain't going anywhere. Ugh.
All right.
Let's see what we got next. Oh, we got a drink or can, or I just said can. Yeah. Drink or, I don't know, anything that can fit in these holes, and then screwdriver holders as well. So this can go, see right here. And then let's grab WD-40 and some beverages. And we still got room for screwdrivers, so put some screwdrivers in there too. Yeah. Yeah. Works good, so now we don't have to run back to the bench and get whatever we need, or the fridge, or yeah, so that's that one. We got 2 more. Got this one. This is a glove holder. So if you put this one on here, and then you got your gloves. Normally we store our gloves over there again, but you can put this right in the top. So now you can just grab your gloves without having to run back to the bench again, just like all the other stuff.
Cool.
And our other thing that we got, some flashlights. This also could be used like on the, whatever those things are called.
On the runways?
Yeah, you could use them on the runways
Let's
as
see.
well.
Show me how you would use that on the runway.
So like if there's a vehicle right here and they're up in the air or something, you could that right there and tilt it, and then that's going underneath your vehicle and see whatever you're doing. But for now, this could just go like right there. And we got 2 of those, so won't ever run out. But
cool.
Yeah, that's all of our accessories. Oh, can't forget the last thing. We got the flashlight as well. We already had this flashlight, but you can go right there too. It looks cool.
So where did we get all this stuff, buddy?
Oh, the hardware store, like Princess Auto, or I don't know where the flashlight came from, but
the magnetic can holder and glove holder and the hook, those came from Princess Auto. For our American friends, it's also Harbor Freight.
Yep.
Or similar to Harbor Freight. Flashlight, I think we got from Granger. And the lights we got off of Amazon.
Yeah.
So, cool.
Yeah, so that's all of our accessories.
If anybody has any other stuff they think we could use on our new 4-post hoist, let us know in the comments.
Yeah. right, guys, now we're actually going to put the hoist to work. So follow along as we do an oil change and tire rotation on our 2018 Dodge Ram. Well, Dad, what do you think of the new hoist?
Well, it's pretty awesome. We're still trying to figure a few things out, like methods, routines, like we kind of do oil changes and tire rotations on the ground all the same way. And now it's just like completely different, but we'll figure it out, right, buddy?
Yeah, we will.
All right. Well, it's going to be awesome. I can see how handy this will be in the future. Like, we didn't have to roll around on the creeper one time. We're not crawling in and out from under the truck. You know what I mean, buddy?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And we'll see you in the next one.